I mean, isn't this what a bunch of us would say? This kind of describes my life. I'm just trying to pursue the dreams I think he's put in my heart. I'm trying to do school, and I'm trying to do sports, and I'm trying to do work, and I'm trying to do relationships and finances and marriage or someday or whatever. And I'm trying to honor God with my life. I'm trying to be obedient. And all of a sudden life happens. Like something just is thrown at you or someone you love, and you go, wait a second. That's not right. That's not fair. God, I've been trying to honor you with my life. I've been trying to serve you with my life. And you're telling me now this is gonna happen to my family. Now this is gonna happen to me. We got financial issues and relational hardships and marriage strains and feel a million miles from our dreams sometimes. Sometimes it's anxiety, depression, a tragedy, a diagnosis. Like there's all kinds of stuff. And we find ourselves just going, wait a minute, I thought you cared. Like I thought you had a plan. I thought you were watching. I've been trying to serve you and you're telling me now I got to deal with this? I love the song that the team just sang. One of my new favorites. But it's interesting to me because it's like, if you've been waiting, get ready, right? You've been praying, get ready. You've been hoping, get ready. What do you do in the middle of that? Because that's where we live a whole bunch of life. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to in the last 2 weeks. It's why I wanted to do this message today. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to this week, last 2 weeks, just going through crazy stuff, nonstop. God, I'm praying for a miracle. I'm believing for something huge. I'm trying to honor you with my life. But I don't see anything. I don't feel anything. Stubborn faith says I can hold on to my faith when life gets really hard. And that's what we want. And according to God's word, it's crazy important that we have that. Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up. So God says, every now and then, I'm gonna need you to tap into that fighter spirit I put on the inside of you. I didn't give you a spirit of fear. I gave you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. And every now and then, life's gonna look rough. Jesus said it himself, there's going to be trouble in this world. God's saying, if you won't give up, if you won't let go of your faith, if you will stay with me through this, there will be a day when you'll look back and go, oh my gosh, thank God I didn't give up because look what God has done. And that's what he wants for each one of us. But the problem is we're broken people in a broken world, and life happens sometimes. And if we're honest, we want to throw in the towel sometimes on the whole, I'm just going to keep trusting God thing. That's what I want to talk about today. How do we hold on to our faith when life gets really hard? Because that's real for all of us. I bet every single person right now listening to this, either you are dealing with some stuff right now, fighting through some stuff, or somebody you love is. We need this. All right, let's get back to the story. Verse 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to him, King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. Some stubborn faith already. If we're thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand. But even if he does not, this is the kind of faith I want in my life. Even if God doesn't do exactly what I'm asking for in the time frame I'm asking for it, and I don't understand what he's up to, even if he does not, I'm not letting go of my faith. We want you to know, your majesty, we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold that you've set up. I don't know how it's gonna play out. I don't know what's gonna happen. And my emotions are all over the place. And Satan is whispering lies in my ear, trying to get me to give up. People in my life might be telling me to give up. My emotions might be telling me to give up. How can I hold on to my faith no matter what happens, come hell or high water? I go, no, I'm with the King of Kings, regardless of what I see and feel right now. Stubborn faith says I'm gonna lean on God's people. I'm gonna focus on God's power. And here it is, I'm gonna refuse to surrender my worship. Let's reread verse 18. But even if he does not, we want you to know, Your Majesty, we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold that you have set up. I believe one of the ultimate acts of stubborn faith, or ultimate displays of stubborn faith, is I will worship God no matter what my situation looks like. These guys had just decided. It's just how we roll. We worship our God and our God only. I'm not listening to my situation because my situation will try to steal my worship. My emotions will try to steal my worship. Satan will try to steal my worship. So I just decide ahead of time, I don't surrender my worship. It's not for sale. No matter what I see, feel, smell, think, I'm with him. And I can stand up in the middle of some stuff and worship my God. It's what we did see Paul and Silas do in the prison. You can take everything away from me. You can punish me unfairly. You can put me in a situation where I'm a million miles from my dreams, but you just can't take away my worship.